everybody, John Duncan here with Tejas Imagery and Media Services, and I just really wanted to take a moment and thank you guys for your business. First of all, we've partnered with a company called Realtor Vision to bring you some marketing stuff that, quite frankly, nobody else is doing. We market not only you, the realtor, but also your listing at the same time. And there's a little bit of AI involved. I think some of you guys already know this, but there's a little bit of AI involved that it senses basically where it's being played from. So if it's being played from something like the MLS or HAR, it will automatically sense that and play the unbranded version of itself. Whereas if it's being played on Zillow or Facebook or, some branded OK site, then it'll automatically play the branded version, which markets you as well as your listing. So it's pretty terrific stuff. But I wanted to take just a little bit here. We've got one of our fabulous realtors and a good personal friend of the company's that I'm sure she'll be okay with us taking you through her tour and how to set it up, and you'll be able to follow along with your tour that you've gotten from us. There are some ways that you can actually get in there, put in your own descriptions, all different kinds of customization options in there for you. So without any further ado, let's jump in and feel free to follow along with your tour. Okay, so now we are here on the on the computer, and to begin with, what you'll want to do is just do a Google search or some kind of search for Realtor Vision. Okay, and that's going to take you. You'll see the Realtor Vision virtual tour software, and just click that link, and that's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And go up here where it says login. That'll take you to the login screen, which then I'm already logged in. The way we set it up by default, and you can change this later, the way we set it up is your username is your email, and your password is your last name in all caps. Okay, that will take you to your landing page, which is your recent orders. This is for a fabulous realtor of ours named Penny Brockway. She's just an awesome person, so I'm sure she won't mind us using her tour as an example. So from here, it'll show you all the tours that you have currently listed with us. And so if you want to edit that tour, you would just click on the tour on the address of the one you want to edit. Now at this page here, this is your information page. This is where you can customize your description. You can change the tour title. You'll see a thing down here that says you can't edit the property address after 20 days after the tour is made active. That's very true, but when the tour is first activated by us, we'll have the address in there. So anyway, when you change anything on the description, obviously you'll go down here to the bottom and hit save. Now you can also go to the Media Manager page. The Media Manager has all the photography and videography that we have done for you for your listing. It's all on this page, and you'll notice all these little buttons down here, and they all have a description over here on the side. Whether you want this to show on the branded tour. If you don't want it to show on the branded tour, you would just tick this off, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but to each their own. If you want it to show on the non-branded tour, same thing, show on the branded property website or the non-branded property website. At this point, go back up here to the address, click that. It asks if I want to save the changes. No, I don't want to save the changes. This tour is already set up and it's active. Now down here you have your traffic report settings, and this is for the analytics report that gets mailed to you every week. Okay. Um, you would simply put in your email address here and which day of the week you want to get it. Okay. Another example is you can also put in your seller's email address and have it sent to them. That's a great marketing tool. It shows your seller how much you're working for them. It shows your seller how many views their property is getting, and it just builds trust in you. Um, so then after you put in your seller's email address there, it would populate down here as a subscriber, and you decide which day of the week they would get it on. After you do that, hit update. Another thing you can do is you can send your hit stats to your list now. Okay, if you want to see it, it's not the typical day of the week that you normally get your report, but you want to see it now. You can send it from here. Okay, and that's the traffic report setting. There are two versions. There's an online version and there's an email version. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, amenities. This is where you can go and fill in the various amenities that the listing might have that you want to appear on the tour. Okay. The lead capture. This is automatically set up when we create your tour. We automatically set up the last photo on the tour with a lead capture. And basically what that is a thing that pops up on the screen saying, would you like more information? And it grabs the viewer's email address, and it sends it to you, so you can then reach out to that viewer and say, hey, you filled out, something on our tour saying that you were interested in seeing more and learning more about it. So I'm the realtor. I'm here to help. Okay. It just helps market you. Okay. And then your links and deliverables. Let's click that. It brings you to very similar. These are the links that we send out to you. You have branded virtual tour link, non-branded virtual tour link, property website links, branded media gallery. There's a ton of marketing content here. The primary one is this one right here at the top, branded virtual tour link. That's the one that you want to send that link to your seller and encourage them to share that on Facebook, on all kinds of social media. Share it with all their family and encourage them to share it as well. It just gets your name and your listing out to more people. And we watch our analytics for our realtors very closely. And you would be amazed. A lot of realtors think that it's okay to just, drop a few pics on the MLS and they're good to go. Well, sadly, that's not the case. The overwhelming majority of hits that our realtors get are actually from social media sites like Facebook, and primarily Facebook. So don't ignore that in your marketing. You also have several others. There's a graphic intensive flyer. We can show you what that looks like. And you see it right here, as well as your description right over here, and the address, and you, the realtor, okay, and your contact information. If you have a website, that'll show up there as well. Your email will show up there as well. And so people can get a hold of you to view the listing, to actually say, hey, I'm interested or whatever. It's marketing you as well as the listing. You can print out a PDF of this. You can save it and share it on social media. You can send that to everybody as well. The more things you send and the more you share on social media for your listings, that's marketing that you're doing right there. It's not costing you a dime. Okay. So take advantage of it. So that's and we also send out an explanation of all these tours in a PDF, of all these links in a PDF. If you want to send yourself your photos again, let's say you had them in a file and you lost them, you would simply go down here to the resize tour media or the full-size tour media, which is right above it, and you'll have to hit compile. The software will take just a couple of minutes to recompile the photos and videos, and you can actually just send those right back to yourself or your seller, and they have all the media right there. You can choose stills or videos. You're not going to want to choose panoramas, which is the Panos thing down there, because unless those are in specific panorama software, it's just not going to look right. Okay, so from there, if you want to view the property website, you can do so. This is exactly what that looks like. This is an example of that grabber that we were talking about earlier. So this is the attention grabber. This is what they fill out and this gets sent to you after they fill it out. Okay, that is a terrific lead grabber. Okay, but this is what your web page looks like for the listing. Okay, it's got an overview where you can look at photos of the property. You can see right there, and has your description right there, the type of home, a map of the location, how to get there basically, the local weather. And then you can also play the virtual tour from there. Let's go ahead and do that. You see this is set up to grab that from there. And my sound is turned off on the computer, but there would normally be sound playing on this. So that's all in your website. Okay, so I just wanted to basically, you probably already know what the tour looks like, but I wanted to take you through some of these options on here. And the final thing I want to show you is the settings page. Okay, if you get a new photo, a new headshot of yourself, you can upload that. You can change your display name, you can change your email, you can change your password here. You can add an about us if you'd like, and more information about you. The more information you have on there, the better. Okay, it just makes you that much more reachable to your prospective clients. Your company information, which would be your broker, you can change all that information also. If you start working for a different broker, you need to upload their brokerage file, their photo, and this is how you do that. All the information for the company is there, the company address. You can change all that at will. The RSS feed and embed code, this is not something that you're really going to probably want to mess with too much, but it's there if you should need it for anything. I'll be honest, I don't know of anybody that messes with that stuff. Tracking codes, this is something you can set up for your Google Analytics if you have that enabled on your own personal website. And then your YouTube, you can actually drop your YouTube link in here, and everything that we post for you will show up on your YouTube channel. We just need to get that set up for you. Not everybody does it. I think everybody should. But that's a general overview of how to use and adjust things within your tour. It's just as easy as that. Very simple. Now you can take your product. I've given you some marketing suggestions in there as well. There's absolutely nothing standing in your way. Go crush it. And we appreciate you. We appreciate your business. John Duncan with Tejas Imagery and Media Services. I'll see you on the next one.